Hey, welcome back to another segment of Rooted in Erie. I'm Josh Garzinski. We're here at Stan's Garden Center, and one of the most popular things for midsummer is the tropicals. We get lots and lots of folks coming in that are waiting for that truck. It's one of the few things here at Stan's we don't grow in-house because they do such a fantastic job down in Florida. They have the environment, they have the culture down there to grow fantastic tropicals, and honestly, here at Stan's, I think this is one of, if not hands down, the best tropical truck we have gotten ever in our history since 1954. This is probably one of the best tropical groups we've had. So I have some of my friends here that are very popular, and I want to talk about care and what to do. I hear a lot of folks that'll say, oh, I have a black thumb, or oh, I tried that, it never works for me. A lot of times those folks are doing the same thing, and unknowingly that's not ideal for that plant. So I want to talk about some of my friends here. I have a Mandevilla plant. This is super popular, very rambling. You'll find them in hanging baskets. You'll find them in a trellis. They like even moisture, but not wet feet. They also like a sunny top. So they're going to be very vigorous throughout the year. They're going to constantly bloom. This one here actually has a mix of colors in it. You'll find that. They even have blooms that are striped in the bloom called stars and stripes. So this plant here is kind of a shiny leaf, a little bit elongated and pointy. Lots of folks call these Diplodania. There's also the giant form, or the more traditional, old-fashioned, I guess you could call it. The larger leaf has a much more vein to it. A lot of folks call those Mandevilla. Same family, cousins, just a little bit different. That you'll find them in lots of garden centers in different formats. Large trellis, grown in teepees, grown in hanging baskets, lots of different colors. This plant, footnote to this, is awesome for hummingbirds. The hummingbirds are in here in the evening. If I'm working late, I'll see them in this plant all the time. Hummingbirds love it. So something that may be a little simpler, again, this is full sun. So let's shift gears to the shade here. You got the extremely popular. We do a couple thousand hanging baskets of ferns here at Stan's. Boston fern will tolerate the full sun, not where it wants to be. If you have to put it in the sun for some reason, you have to water and feed it like crazy. That's really not ideal for the fern. You want it to be where it just gets a little morning sun, little late day sun, and it's really in a casual area. If you feel heat to your skin, this plant's probably not going to be happy. If a hanging basket isn't ideal, you don't have that porch or hook to put it on, you can go ahead and go with a Kimberly queen fern, and you can set it. That's what we call a floor plant. You can set that right on the floor in your sunroom, right on the floor of your porch if you have one. Same thing, ferns don't like a lot of hot, direct sun. Now, if you're not really interested in green, you want to go back to the color, I have a couple friends here that we're going to talk about. The hibiscus, the #1 most popular summer blooming product because it's non-stop. It just keeps blooming and blooming. Full sun, lots of different formats. What I mean is you can get it in a bush, same plant, just trained differently. You got a nice 10-inch bush there, and you have it on a tree form like this. This is what we call on standard. It's just simply been trained that way, and sometimes you'll even get different colors in a twist. They'll actually start it in a young form, and they'll keep twisting the stem, so you'll get a braided look out of the stem. That is the most popular. One footnote to growing that, other than the full sun, it uses a lot of water. So ideally, when these plants go home, I tell the folks to get a nice heavy pot. Get yourself a nice Vietnamese or Malaysian style pot. Nice decorative. Fill that with your good grade potting soil. Plant that in that pot so it doesn't tip over in the wind, and that it also has a lot more soil volume to root in throughout the summer. Not only will it thrive and bloom, but it'll also make maintenance way easier for you because they drink so much water. Finally, a Bougainvillea, really great bloom. Drought tolerant. If you're a little bit reluctant to do your care and your water, you'll find these down in the south through Central America and through Mexico. You'll find them as hedgerows. They'll be very vigorous. They'll grow. They have a really long bloom pattern. They really take a lot of heat, a lot of full sun. So the only thing you got to be careful of is a lot of them have little thorns to them. So you don't want to play around with them that way. But this is the most popular tropical plants that you're going to find to put on your patio, hang for your porch. They'll grow virtually anywhere. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact any of us here at Stan's.